Oh, wow. Hi. I don't know if it's Chrome or if Twitch changed something or if like BTTV or Freckleface changed. I don't know. The layout of my chat does not look the same as it usually does, and I don't know what's causing it, and it's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Hi, CT. Congrats on being first. Hello. Hi, Looney. Hello, hello. It's a Tuesday. We're trying out this Tuesday going live thing. We're trying it out. We're seeing how it goes. Like so far, like today, now I saw one of the kinder classes for the first time today. So today is like what I can expect from a Tuesday. Other than like obviously like I don't have like, you know, the Monday going into the Tuesday drain, if that makes sense, but like I think I think based on the energy vibes right now, Tuesday is probably gonna stay a school year schedule day. Like, I'm pretty certain on Tuesdays and Saturdays right now. The third day is the one that I haven't figured out yet. I am contemplating either Wednesday or Thursday based on my rush to get things done and eat food and shower and get ready for stream today. And I didn't even get to do my Easter dailies. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do back-to-back streams, especially since Wednesdays are staff meeting days, so I'm also at work later. I don't know. The other thought is Thursday. We're going to try out Thursday this week is I think what I put on the schedule. But anywho, hi, hello, how was your Tuesday? What'd you get up to? Let me look at the math. Oh, actually, forgot we finished one. CT, you need to tell me if we're starting one in the D&D book or the regular book. Because I forgot that we finished one last time. Goldie, we 110% got Jessica hooked to it. And it's fun. I am so annoyed. I know, like, part of it was, like, just bad luck with the run. Because Vodka got a condition thing. She had the, like, slacker condition. And then she also failed a thing. She definitely lost some stuff and didn't complete some training things correctly. But I was trying to do a Vodka, another run of her, because the last one I did was like the second or third like career I did. So since then, I have been able to star her up to 3 stars, and I think she maybe has like the second level of potential now. So I was like, okay, this is one like I could do better, and obviously like I have more options for legacies and stuff. I did worse. She didn't even finish through the main part of her career. And I'm like, come on. Vodka's one of the hardest. Yeah, she's definitely tricky, but I got, the first time I ever did her, I got her to C+. So I'm like, this run wasn't like awful. I still got her to C rank. But I was like, I did worse than I did the first time, even though I had more potential. So I literally like just initiated it. I haven't done any turns or anything. I just initiated the career so I remember what I was doing. I started actually picking cards, support cards, instead of just auto-selecting, because the entire struggle I had that entire run is I was literally training power almost every single turn, and she never had enough power. Like, it kept just going between a line and one little arrow. I, like, could never get her to have enough power. Even when I was doing, the only times, like, I wasn't specifically training power is when I had friendship training and speed, because that does speed and power, and I'm like, oh my god. It's fine. Had to sit in a staff meeting today about standardized test. Ugh. We've obviously only had one staff meeting so far, and it was literally still just like beginning of the year stuff, like, you know, like setting up social committee and like, you know, setting up equity team, and, you know, it wasn't anything like super fancy, and we finished early, so he let us go early. I think like the principal I have currently, he's not really a meetings person, which is really funny because we had a stand-up meeting after school every single day the first 3 days of the year. Well, yeah, we had a stand-up the first day, we had staff meeting, and then we had another meeting the next day. It was like, oh my gosh, there's so many things going on. So I'm hoping I won't have to sit in staff meetings that don't apply to me. I'm really liking this principal. It's making him, as awesome as he's been, is making me realize what the other one was lacking. Like, she wasn't bad, and I knew that. Like, she wasn't awful, but she wasn't great. Like, I knew she wasn't a great principal, but like, I'm like, oh. Oh, this dude is really awesome so far. Okay, let me, I think I still gotta move. Yeah, I gotta move the sticky note. Okay, CT, yours is an adjective. And who else is named? Looney, yours is a verb ending in ing. So CT's is an adjective, and Looney's is a verb ending in ing. It's like Virgil, apparently. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, Tellarian is out and about at the moment. I don't know when he's getting back. I might have to, at some point, hop up and feed the cats. Looney, why did I have a hunch that that's what you were gonna say? Okay, and then yeah, I'm interested to see how the other class of kinders is currently my vibe at the moment of like, I met one class of them today. I meet the other class of them tomorrow. Hi, and chaotic. Perfect. It's obviously I literally only saw them for a half hour. Like, they didn't even stay for the entire time because it's still the first few days of school for them. So they're still learning of like how to pack up at the end of the day. So, and they're the last class I see of the day. So the teacher picked them up 10 minutes early to be able to have more time to pack. So I literally saw these kids for 30 minutes. So I don't have like a great impression on them yet, but my initial impression is I didn't have a single kindergartner run into each other. I had a few, like, try to push whatever, they were trying to go faster and the other one wasn't going fast. So, and I just told them go around, and then they just fixed it. This is the most spatial aware kinders I have seen so far. Obviously, that might change, but in the 30 minutes, I think this is the first kinder class that I've ever taught that on day one, not a single kindergartner, like, mindlessly ran into another one. And I'm talking like, I let them play tag. Like, I gave one kid a pool noodle and said, go. If you get tagged, you sit. And not one kid got tripped over, and not one kid ran into each other. Which, in the grand scheme of things, should not be that, like, wild of an achievement. For a kindergartner, though, that is an insane He's just calling to let me know that he was headed back, that it took way long. I'm glad I ended up not going with him because that's essentially one of my family members, they have furniture stuff, whatnot, and getting rid of things. There's kitchen cabinet things involved, and he was going and to look at them and whatnot, so it's fine. I saw a tail. Hi. Yeah, hi, honey. Y'all, when I came home today, good thing cats are liquid. I literally, like shoved Ella, like, backwards, because she, like, went to, like, try to jump. Ella really wants to be an outdoor cat, and she's not an outdoor cat. So it literally was, like, just me kicking my leg out and, like, pushing her back as she's, like, lunging out. But today she tried a different tactic than before, because usually, like, she'll just try to be right at the door or, like, around the corner. Today she was behind the door. So so I got the door open, and then she came around the door. I'm like, oh my god. Yes, you chaotic gremlin. Yes, you. I'm talking about you. Yeah, yeah. Yes, you are a chaotic gremlin, but you're an indoor cat. Yeah. Use an indoor cat. And I know you're just coming over here because I didn't feed you before I started. I know. He will feed you when he gets home. It's not food time. I love her. The fact that she puts up with my nonsense. Blame you. K-pop Demon Hunter is becoming a hyper focus. I need to watch it again. Oh my god, I need to watch it again. Because it was a thing, like, I saw the trailer for it, and I intended to watch it, like, when it came out, and you all know I'm really bad at remembering to sit down and watch things. I haven't watched last week's episode of Alien Earth, and now there's another one out because it's Tuesday. Oh, excuse me. So I don't know, maybe we watch both of them tomorrow? Maybe we watch both in Discord tomorrow? But I intended to watch it earlier and never got around to it. And then my students started asking for Golden, and you know, they were arguing over, like, no, play Takedown, play Golden, play Soda Pop, you know. I'm like, okay, I have to watch this because I know a kid's gonna spoil it for me. So I was like, no, I have to watch this weekend. And I'm so glad we watched it. Talarian actually wanted it to be a TV series. And I kind of agree that it would be kind of cool, because there was, like, some major lore background things that they, like, just glanced over and, like, didn't explain at all. And I would love to know lore behind it. Work today was a whole thing. Oh, no. I met a chaotic kindergartner. Overall, the kindergartners are actually really good. Like, spatially aware in terms of how kinders go. They didn't run into each other today. There is one that I don't know enough about him yet, but oh boy, he's gonna be a handful. It's gonna be, you're gonna be, you know, I'm gonna try to go climb up the stairs to go onto the stage. You know, I'm just gonna yell no in your face. You know, that kind of vibe. It's gonna be interesting. Looney, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. I'm down to watch it again. Like, I am so down to watch it again. You gotta watch it. It is so good. Apparently the voice actor for Rumi was rejected from actual K-pop bands to being too old. And now the songs from the movie that she is the lead vocals in have hit #1 in Korea. Talk about middle finger to the whole industry. Yeah. That's cool that she's able to, like, you know, still have that moment, though. Like, the idol, like, the whole idol thing, like, just there being, like, idol schools and trainings, like, it is, like, insanely competitive and intense, like, to be those idol people. I'm like, no, definitely not my thing. I love listening to the music, though. Want to know the deets about her mom, but also kind of like not knowing So in the movie, it doesn't take your attention away. Yeah, like, I feel like they did... I feel like they had a good balance between... Obviously, there's backstory. Obviously, there's a world built around this. And I think that's why it also hits so hard, too, just, like, it being... It's not just characters tossed into a, you know, a flat world. There's, you know, there's a whole... there's a whole world built around it. And do you know every detail through the movie? No. It would be cool to know. Like, I feel like that's very much a thing that they could do... like they've done with like the Descendants movies. Like there's books that it's still the same story as the movies, but they go farther into depth in some of the different scenes and some of different, you know, and there's the spin-off books, you know, there's other opportunities for like lore dive versus in the actual movie, if that makes sense. Having 3 schools on a run when one is all the way out in the boonies turns out to be a bad thing. And that school makes us late for every other school. Who would have thought? Who would have thought going a really, really far way out of the way would cause problems? We, this year, the way the buses have to be, like this year it's working better, but I still feel bad that the kids have to get there so early. School doesn't start, like, the first bell rings at 8. Like, the tardy, like, actual, like, start school bell rings at 8:10. But the bus drops the kids off at 7:30. So some of those kids are there a whole half hour early. Which, granted, like, it makes it work. Like, we have them... Last year, it was like they could choose to do breakfast or go out back to recess or things. Now it's a little more structured of they have to all go into the cafeteria, whether they're eating breakfast or not. And then it's like a 15-minute recess before the start of the day. But it's still a lot of time. This is still a lot of time for them to be there before the day. Idol culture is fascinating. Yeah, I don't know too terribly much about it, but just the bit I know is interesting. There's a sequel was already greenlit. Okay, I did not know that. That's awesome. I'm so here for a sequel. So down. Supposed to be home at 4:30 tonight. Got home at 5:10. Oh, that's a huge difference. That's like way late. Party bell rings at 8:05, and there's always at least one Jeep waiting to drop their kid off just after 7. I feel like that's always a thing. Like before the schedule change, before the time change, our first bell used to be 8:20 and the tardy bell would be 8:30. There was always at least a couple kids that were dropped off and were there, like either getting there when I got there as a teacher or getting there before that. So they were there at, before 7:45 kind of thing. So they were still there like a whole half hour, 45 minutes early. And it's like, I get it. Because like, those are the kids. It's like, they didn't have any other, they didn't have any other morning care. They didn't have any other things, anywhere else to be or anyone else to get them to school at a later time. And parents had to get to work. Like, that was usually the reasoning. 30 minutes late. That's a yeah, that's a huge issue. Oh my god. I am so glad we were not one of the schools for this. I don't know what went wrong. Something went like insanely wrong on the first day of school in terms of bus timing. For reference, our school day now ends at 2:30. One of the schools didn't get their buses to pick kids up until 4 on the first day of school. So I don't know what went wrong. I do not know what went wrong on that first day of school. They've obviously fixed it because that didn't happen again. But, like, I am so glad that I was not at whatever, like, the couple schools that happened to, that they had to wait there with all of the kids until 4. It was insane. Obviously, some kids, you know, would have been picked up by parents, whatever, and not wait for the bus. But, like, there's still going to be kids that had to go home by bus. So that was nuts. Like, it's not unusual for, like, a bus to be, like, you know, 10, 15 minutes late here and then. But even then, we're early buses, so that's still getting there before the start of the school day. We didn't have all the students in the afternoon. Oh, for the school that makes us late? That's, like... they gotta do something about that. That's way too long. Whole district was late picking up kids today. Are still like, oh, working until late roads were going. It's fine. Scheduling's a thing. What boggles me is why kids arrive late when we start at 9. Like, come on, get there. I don't know. The thing that still is interesting to me, like, just in terms of, like, culturally, like, the people that don't, you know, they're not, I don't want to say they're not in a rush to get there on time, but the being there at the exact time, at the exact start of school, and being, you know, moving on a specific clock versus moving from step 1 to step 2, like, as they're ready to move on to the next thing. It's like, come on, you got to get your kid there on time. If you're running late, you don't have time to go get Starbucks. It doesn't matter if that is your morning routine and your morning routine took longer that day. If you are running late, you got to skip steps in your morning routine. Your kid should not be showing up late with Starbucks. Luckily, like, I don't have any of those kinds of kids, or those kinds of families that do, get there whenever and show up for Starbucks. I don't really have those. I don't have any of those kids currently, but I have had them in the past. It's like, at least they do get their kid to school eventually, but it's like they miss all of the morning community circle time and all of the SEL, social emotional learning lessons that happen in the morning. It's like, those are the kids that need them. So, oh, cut 3 or 4 runs from our district because we don't have the drive. Yeah, that's tough. And then that makes everybody's longer. Kids aren't allowed to bring that kind of thing through the doors. If they do, it gets taken away, right? Really? Interesting. How do they get how do you all get around having that as a rule? And start drinking coffee till high school. Yeah, it's not like the elementary school kids are necessarily bringing coffee. They're bringing, you know, hot chocolate, or it's, you know, a frappuccino that's not it's not actually coffee, or it's a smoothie. You know, it's not usually coffee. It might have some in it, but that's not like the main, like, purpose of the drink, if that makes sense. So, I don't know. There's definitely kids that do chronically show up late. There are a couple that definitely struggle to get there on time. I'm really hoping that one of the kids will be able to get there more often this year, because, and the thing that's so hard as, like, a teacher is just knowing that the kid wants to be there and the kid likes to be at school and the kid is trying to engage and is trying to learn, but you still see them fall farther and farther and farther behind because the parent doesn't bother to bring them to school. Or if they do, they bring them in, like, at noon. So they're there for, like, half the day. Like, the parent doesn't care to bring the kid in. And, like, you know, trying to, like, step into their shoes and see where they're coming from is like, what do you mean you don't want to break from your young child that is full of energy? Like, what do you mean you don't want to break for them? What do you mean you don't have other things to get done that you want your, you know, that... Don't you want those, like, hours of the day where your child isn't there so you could get your other stuff done, or, like, work, or, like what are you doing in your life that you don't have time to drop off your kid to school? Like, that's the thing that confuses me. And it's not a thing of lack of transportation, because we do have support in the district to, like, get the kids there. Like, if it's an issue of, like, they don't have a bus pass, the district will get them a bus pass. If they don't have gas to get to, they will get them the gas. Like, we have those resources. I don't get it. Still, the idea of kids showing up to elementary school with outside drinks is so baffling. Yeah, they do sometimes. They do sometimes. It's not like at this school, it's not like a super common thing. But it, you know, like, it's not a common thing on a regular basis. But, like, a kid showing up with a Starbucks in hand, like, on their birthday, like, that's definitely a thing. Or, like, you know, showing up with, you know, a parent bringing in, you know, cupcakes and stuff. I have a cool Minecraft ring now that I got it from a birthday cupcake last week. You know, those kinds of treats and stuff, like, more around birthday things is normal, but not on, like, a regular basis. It's on my run aren't bad. It's definitely escalated me to look for a new job because I got home just too exhausted to even be pissed off. Yeah. Well, get to looking. Might not also be an awful idea to look into, like, some classes for things. Whether it be, like, towards a degree or, like, a trade school thing. Just to, like, widen your options of stuff. Might not be the worst idea. But yeah, that's definitely annoying with it being a lot of extra time. I feel like I have the opposite issue of, like, I have too much time right now. Because I've had so many extra preps as the school year has rolled of, like, I already had extra ones, like, built in, and then, like, we're just getting the kinder started. And I still have an extra one on the other days because TK doesn't start until 2 weeks from now? I think, yeah, because they start the 15th. So not next week, but the following week. So, and even then, I don't think they will come to me on their, like, first couple days of school. Like, I don't think they'll necessarily, if they do, they probably won't come for, like, their full time. I don't know. I'm interested to see, how Monday goes next week. I haven't heard anything. There, in case you missed it, there was a rumor that I might get swapped back to my school that I was at Thursday, Friday last year. My late night thought last night, it finally clicked. Oh, I keep forgetting to turn them back on. I had turned them off because we had, for whatever reason, or I wasn't vibing with it, or we were doing a shorter stream. I literally just keep forgetting to turn them back on. I had the thought before stream that I should go turn those back on. And then, did I remember to? No, I did remember to open fishing. But I didn't remember to go back in here and turn those back on. I gotta find them on the list. There they are. Okay, you might have to refresh, but in theory, they are toggled back on. But my brain clicked last night of which teacher it is that they would be swapping. The one that was at this school last year and is now at the one that I was at. And I don't think they're going to swap it back. So I think I have to get re-prepared and stay prepared for the new school. Cause I love this dance teacher dearly. She's a very kind person. She should have retired when she originally said she was going to retire like 3 years ago. This is the dance teacher that I love her commitment to trying to learn new things and, you know, continuing to look into new things. But she did bring a group of third graders to the dance festival and made those third graders walk on stage with a Polyspot dot and place it down on the floor in front of 1,000 people. and then put a little mask on their face and danced to the Marvel theme song, while 3 of them were wearing Batman masks. Points for effort? Question mark? I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely a choice. A lot to try to curb the absenteeism issue. Parents call-ins will be excused the first 5 times, then they're unexcused absences, but the problem is the police don't have the manpower to go around and visit all the problem parents in the first place, so that's not gonna help. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Hi, Mahaku. Hello. Yeah. It's just for reference. This was the. Okay, I guess I gotta remember. That was. Okay. For context, I guess for comparison's sake, she had like 5 or 6 kids, if that. Like, it was a really small group of like 3rd graders and I think like 1 4th grader. None of the other dance teachers made their kids put poly spots on the stage to remember their spot. The kids just knew where to stand. Like, I pointed out to my kids of like, this is the line on the floor, that this is going to be your line. And one of the other teachers, I think it was that year, brought a giant group. I wish I had a video of this dance. There might be a video somewhere of it. But I wish I had a video of this dance because this teacher brought a group of like 30 or 40 kids and they did an entire Mario dance, like to a Mario medley of music and stuff, including like them stacking into like a tower that had like, you know, they were holding up cards. Oops, sorry. They were holding up cards and do different things, and then they had the little flag pop out and like multi-moving pieces and props and all these things. For reference, in my stuff, like I've had like the kids dance with umbrellas last year. We've had full costume, different things and movements and circles and multi-changing like formations, and these kids needed a dot spot to remember to stay in their area. It was just one of those things that I felt bad for those kids because the way she was teaching, if anything, like she's very good with the younger kids, but she doesn't quite get it with the older kids. Like, she still uses all these techniques and different, you know, and scaffolds and helps that you use like with like the K1, maybe 2 kids. But then at a certain point, a kid could kind of remember where to stay or like know, like return to this spot on the floor, or, you know, I need to be about this far away from this person. They become more spatially aware, and it just felt odd. And I felt bad for those kids that they were because they clearly didn't need them. Like, that's the thing. They went and they knew, like, she didn't put the dots down. The kids knew where the dot needed to go. So if the kid knows where the dot needed to go, they don't need the dot, if that makes sense. Like, if she had placed them out and they needed those, then that's a different story. But if the kid knows where the dot's supposed to be, then the kid doesn't need that help. The kid knows where they're supposed to be. I don't know. It was just... The prior year before that, she brought both of her schools, and they both did the same dance, which was essentially them skipping around in like a figure 8 while waving scarves for like 3 minutes. I'm not saying you have to like choreograph something super wild and crazy and whatnot, but I don't know. It was just, it was odd. And she's too nice and we're too nice to say anything about it. We also, like, we do try to help her with a lot of stuff, because she's definitely one who is always, she's learned a lot. Like, she can now successfully use Google Drive, which is huge for her because that was a thing that we like had to walk her through all the processes of all the things like every week for a year. She did get it. She did get it. So props for her for sticking to it. But it's the, okay, we got to move on. Okay, we got to know more than this now. We got to be able to do the next step. We can't just do step 1. Okay. Looney, do we have a question we wish to ask the cards, or are we shuffling for general vibes? Also, I haven't opened the box in a second, and they have, like, they have that new card smell back. I haven't opened them in a second. Think just vibes? Okay, I shall begin to shuffle, and you tell me when to stop. I'm going to try not to knock them all over. Up. Okay. Page of Cups. I don't think we've gotten this one before. I don't remember getting this one before. For anyone who doesn't know, we do have tarot card redeems. I just actually remember to turn it back on. I am learning about tarot, so we don't do any like fancy readings or things, at least not yet. We just pull a card and we see what the vibes of it are. Page of Cups. Cups. I must have. There it is. I was gonna say. I was like, wait a second. I must have skipped over the pages. There it is. Okay, Page of Cups. Yes, first try. Totally. I like that there's a fish in a bowl. Okay, Page of Cups. Inspiration, renewal, healing. The Page of Cups indicates the significance of a young, emotional, naive, and idealistic person in your life, or may imply that your own free spirit needs nurturing. Perhaps you have regained the ability to trust after being hurt, or are enjoying the thrill of romance. Dreams may deliver useful insights or happy news. Cool. I like that there's a little fishy. Ooh, also, on a completely not tarot related note, I need to redo my nails because I got a couple of them chipped yesterday. What color should I do my nails, y'all? I was kind of contemplating doing purple. I was kind of contemplating doing the Disney colors again that I had that were like the yellow, pink, and blue. But I was also kind of contemplating doing like an orange and a yellow as we're, you know, we're starting the fall vibes. I have a pumpkin, not a real one, like a decoration one on top. Now we've got a couple of things out and around. Let me find a place for this. There are some spooky stuff behind me. Not a ton, but we do have our little orange skull back and their purple pumpkin, and Talarian started getting out the Halloween and spooky season things because it is September 2nd, which therefore you totally spooky season things. So I've got some squish on my desk that, yes, this is Wendy with a hat. Wendy with a little witch hat. Because they're cute. I figured I'll probably end up putting them like behind me somewhere. But I have not put them back there yet. For now, they're on my desk. I also did, I'm realizing they're like perfectly behind this on the mic. They're like perfectly behind it. I found my little tiny Henry Turtle keychain. So I put him right there. I might move him, so maybe we can actually see him. I didn't think about the fact that it's like perfectly right there. Okay. Anybody else want a tarot card while I have them out? If not, I'll go ahead and put the things away. And then I think we'll probably go ahead and jump into the game. I don't know. The main goal tonight is I would like to make some progress in Final Fantasy X. I really want to play more of the water park simulator, but that is not the main goal right now. It is my brain itch wants to hyper focus, wants to play more, But I don't like... That's not like the stream focus. I want to make more progress in terms of Final Fantasy X. I don't know... Can I say that I'm in the last quarter of the game now? Or am I still in like the last third of the game? We're definitely past the halfway point. I know that much. Yeah, okay. The other thing I would point out, if you haven't seen it, I did pin it to the top of chat. Saturday is community night, so if you have not voted for community night yet, the poll for game voting is up, pinned at the top of chat. It is also in Discord, so if you need to snag it later. Last quarter, okay. It said Xanarkand, yeah, is on the other side of the mountain, so you're close. Okay. Cool. Because the other thought I had with, you know, we're in September of... I want to play a spooky game. I want to play a spooky game. We have a wheel spin unlock that was play a review key out of the backlog of my review keys I have that we haven't played. And one of them is Crow Country, and I let you all vote on a few review keys that I have, and that's the one that won the poll. So I'm thinking we might start with that. The other thing we have is Brando Channel Point redeemed me to play some Resident Evil 4, and that's a game I would probably just, you know, I would like to do a full playthrough of, so I'm planning to do a full playthrough. There is also... Okay, I don't know. Do we know how much Little Nightmares 3 is going to be? Do we... I want to play Little Nightmares 3, but I don't want to spend $70 on a game. I doubt it's going to be like that much. I'm assuming it's I guess the thing is, I don't remember how much the first two games were. I want to say, like, it's... I believe Little Nightmares is still technically indie, so I don't think it was a ton, but I can't remember. Because it's kind of been 5 years? 4 years? I played the first Little Nightmares, my first scary game stream I ever did. So that was like October my first year. Hi, Crispy! Was watching someone speedrun Soma. Soma's another one I want to play. Soma is another one I want to play. That's the thing, is like I have a lot of spooky games I want to play, and realistically, they're not all going to fit in spooky season. So I guess we kind of have to pick and choose. Like, we don't have to only play spooky games in spooky season. Will someone tell Crispy it's a plural noun? A plural noun. I want to see... Little Nightmares. Okay. If you were to go buy a bundle of Little Nightmares 1 and 2 right now... Oh, that also includes the DLC. It's $63. To buy just the first game is $20. The complete version is $30. What about Little Nightmares 2? Little Nightmares 2 is $30, and the deluxe edition is $40. So I think it's safe to say that the third game's probably gonna be like $30 at least. You know what? That's what I get for asking chat to tell Crispy. That's fair. You tried. Thank you, NLA. It goes with the bot telling... It goes with the bot saying William spanked me. It's fine. It's fine. So, if anything... Okay. Out of curiosity, show of hands... Who has not seen has not seen, has not played, or does not remember Little Nightmares and or Little Nightmares 2. Because if anything, that might be one that I bumped out of spooky season with everything else spooky, but I also do really want to play it close to release. Haven't seen / played much of it. Okay. I didn't remember 2, but it's coming back to you. Okay. Seen a couple scenes from it, but not the whole thing. Okay. Saw parts of 2 played just the beginning of 1. Okay. You remember Stretchy Necker Lady extremely well. Fair. Fair. She is very memorable. That is definitely fair. Because the other thing too is actually, let me pull up the Little Nightmares. Oh my gosh, there's so many games that start with little. Oh, it actually, okay, actually, hold on. Steam actually has, you can pre-purchase it. The pre-purchase deluxe edition is $60. There is a pre-purchase just the Little Nightmares 3, and that's $40. Okay. Because the thing... Okay, that's what I couldn't remember. I don't know if we really need to play the first 2 games again, because this one seems... It's not... It's like in the universe of it, but it's not the same characters. It says you play as Lo and Alone. So technically you don't need to know things from the first 2 games. Ooh, NLA is asking, would anyone here want to try a free box of meals from Green Chef? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm Googling things. Ow, why? I understand that you're supposed to be bright and healthy, but that doesn't mean... It was bright, healthy food things. That doesn't mean you need to be a blindingly bright white website thing. Ow, my eyeballs. I don't know, that doesn't look awful. The pictures of the food look yummy. Like HelloFresh, but with more organic stuff. The thing I've been looking into, we got... Which, if anyone has ideas for this, I'm open to it. We got, like the meal preppy container things that, like, it's divided to be, like, the main thing. And, like, a side, you know, like, 2 side little sections. And I want to try to meal prep some stuff. So I think I'll probably be looking more into, like, meal preppy things. But I don't know if that... I don't know, I guess maybe some of that stuff could be. I don't know. I'm obviously just glancing at stuff. Got a free box and we'll cancel after that, but 12 meals for $10.99 shipping for the first box. That is not a bad deal at all. Oh, I didn't even think about that to do bento box style. Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. Because, like, the only thing I had been thinking about is, like, you know, making, like, chicken and, like, doing some veggie things. Because the nice thing about being at the same place for 4 days a week is I took our old microwave to work. And it's so silly because I have it sitting on this, like, storage cart kind of thing. Because I have to be able to move it because I can't... I mean, I could, I guess, hook it up to an extension cord, but then it causes the problem of having to move things where, you know, either keep the extension cord off the floor or out of the way for me to be able to roll stuff in and out of the storage. I essentially have to move the cart back and forth to where the plug-in is because I can't keep it plugged in where the plug-in is. But the upside is I have a microwave that I don't have to wait for anyone in the staff room or anything. So it's like, okay, I could just microwave stuff. Don't think you need meal kits because you have Tolarian. Fair enough. We have definitely, like, we got to the point with the HelloFresh stuff that we, like, kept the recipes and things, and, like, Tolarian will, like, take them and, like, recreate and improve them. Yeah, I keep bringing... I've fallen into bringing the same lunch all the time. This is not a new thing for me. This, for reference, I don't mind eating a variety of foods. I'm not opposed to it, but I am definitely the neurospicy that is perfectly content eating like the same food or the same 3 foods in rotation, like every day. Perfectly content. Which is why it's the chaos of that Tolarian is the opposite and like never wants to eat the same thing in a row. So that is always the chaotic balance. So I keep just bringing this microwave. It's penne pasta with meatballs and it's delicious. I love it. It's tasty, but also I would like to eat less carbs. I am very aware that my diet consists of too many carbs. I also like too many things that are carbs, and I need to eat things that are not as carb filled. I love vegetables. I am just bad at having the executive function to cook vegetables. I don't dislike cold veggies or anything, but if I'm gonna eat a veggie, I want it to be a cooked veggie. Salad for lunch and turkey patties and fries for dinner for almost a year now. Ate broccoli. Broccoli is delicious. Honestly, like, if I had the executive function to, like, make broccoli and green beans and asparagus, and I'll even say corn, you know, like, it just, I would eat, like, veggie things, like, all the time. But that requires the executive function to do things. So I haven't figured out a hack yet to get past that, to get better at doing the cooked thing and whatnot. But I would like to. Alright, my finger just started hurting, and I'm trying to figure out if something is stuck in it. Maybe I just twisted it weird. Don't get how broccoli and cabbage are the same species. I guess I can kind of get it. Because it's the same kind of, like, I don't know. Like, the ones that make sense is, like, you know, broccoli and cauliflower, like, coming from the same thing or whatnot. Because it's broccoli, cauliflower, and there's something else. There's, like, 3 veggies that originated from, like, the same plant. That, like, we took 3 different parts of this plant and, like, bred them in different directions and ended up with these things. I don't know why. Something feels like it's, like, pinching my finger. It doesn't look like there's anything poking there. Also, living with a welder is there a random metal sliver that I picked up somewhere? I don't see anything, so I don't know. Cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts. What's collard? Savory cabbage. I don't know what that one is either. And I don't know what the last one is either. They're all the same species? Huh. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm doing a Google. Do I know what this is? I just don't recognize this by name. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. I just didn't know that had a name for that. Okay, that it's all the green stuff. Okay. stuff and things. Okay. More of a southern veggie. Yeah, I was like, based on the pictures I just saw, that makes sense based on the food things. I also keep forgetting that I changed my wallpaper and then keep going, whoa, my wallpaper's really bright. Here, y'all want to see my wallpaper? What can I do? No, that's not going to capture that screen. Hold on. I think I can tell this to do screen 2. There it is. Okay. Tell it to capture this. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Look at my wallpaper. Isn't it cute? I think it's really cute. It's little ocean kitties. But it's like a brighter color background than what I had before. So they're just little cuties and there's little starfish. I like it. Okay. Now I moved all my things around. It's fine. Okay. Shall we play a video game since I am over here? I guess fishing's been open. I haven't fished yet, but I'm going to do fish. I'm going to close it, though, because we are going to play some Final Fantasy. Hello, Red Bean. Hello, hello. A video game. Here, we're not going to get lost, because it's a linear game, which means I'm not going to get lost. I guess I could be over here for the second. Last call for fishing. Because I do keep fishing closed while we are playing, you know, like story-based stuff that we wouldn't want a cutscene interrupted by fishing. Simulation games or stuff that is, you know, less story-ish or whatnot. I guess Date Everything's kind of the exception to that because we obviously have a ton of Date Everything characters in there. So we do fish for the dateables as we date the dateables. I know. I do like fishing. It is a lot of fun. We do have a lot of custom catches in there and stuff too. But I don't want fishing to happen during Final Fantasy cutscenes. And since we are getting into the last leg of this game, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be cutscenes. I feel like betting on a cutscene in a Final Fantasy game is a pretty safe bet. Hi, Roxy. Hello. I'm doing good. How are you doing? We're just about to open up our Final Fantasy. I'm hoping my controller actually has charge because I'm a goober and I didn't remember to charge it before stream. So we're gonna find out together whether this holds. If all else fails, I will just plug in the controller. Like, that is a thing that is capable. We will not spoiler backseat. Thank you. So if you have not been here, I'll let this open up first. We will not spoiler backseat. Let's forget how to play the game completely. Exactly. So welcome on in if you are watching in the future, or if you're watching now, thank you for hanging out. We are going to jump back in here. We are getting in the last leg of this, so I am going to be a little bit more vocal about it and things of, this is my first playthrough. Please don't spoil anything. I appreciate you being here. If I say the words actual question, then feel free to, you know, reasonably answer said question and things like that. But for the most part, we're probably going to be okay. Do also keep in mind that does mean, like, inferring or implying, you know, I'm so excited for you to see this next part, or oh, this next part is cool. You know, I don't want any expectations of what I'm walking into. Part of the fun is not knowing what is coming, so do keep that in mind. I know it is very hard to do, and if I need to time people out, or if you want to be timed out to make it easier. I'm totally joking, but also in seriousness. I have done it before, or, you know, had seen it done before in channels of I don't think I can, you know, I don't think I can keep myself from not spoiling, you know, it's the digital online version of taping your mouth shut. Of the please take away my ability. Tape your mouth shut. So, if that's the thing, because I think, I'm pretty sure you can, it doesn't, I think it's just banning that makes it so you can't see the stream. I'm pretty sure, I think timing out, you can still see stuff. I don't know, I've not been timed out in a channel since they, like, changed banning and how all that stuff works. It has been that long since I've been jokingly timed out. And I'm only technically banned in one channel, so you all know who that is. And jokingly banned, I was no longer able to view. Yeah, we used to jokingly ban people all the time, and then Twitch made it so they can't actually see the stream. And in theory, it's supposed to make them unfollow as well. Didn't know next bit. No. There is a former community member who has banned me in their channel because I banned them here. It's like, that's fair. Okay. Huh? Why is that? Okay. I guess we're going... the perspective of the rock and where we're going... I'm looking at the mini-map to try to figure... Where am I going? This way? I think I'm going this way. Because apparently I can't go... Okay, right. Battles. Why do I not have Titus or Kamari in the party? Not that one. Thank you. No, Negs did not ban me. No. No, but NLA does keep making the tap command to say one cat instead of two cats. Maybe before you got, you definitely, you do know this person's, you do know this person's spider. It has been a while. It has been over a year ago. So it has been a hot second. It's been, I don't know, a year and a half, I think. We're in an edit war, yes. Okay, we're just gonna go back and we're okay, actual question. Do I actually have to save for it to heal me, or does it just heal me? I think it just heals me if I click on the thing, right? Yeah, Yuna's back at full health. Okay. It's like, I don't want to wander immediately into injured. Just have to touch it. Okay, cool. Hi, Fairly Gay. Hello. Touch the balls. Yes, so we have to touch the balls to heal. How you heal in this game? Okay, I am gonna actually do some of these fights just for leveling up purposes. I did do some level grinding on the mountain, so I don't feel like we're like awfully anything. But it doesn't hurt to get some more points and stuff and whatnot. Also, we don't have to figure it out right this moment, but we are definitely approaching the, some of them are at the end of their, wheel. So we'll have to do some actual questions and learn a little bit more about the sphere stuff. Because I think Lulu is close to hers. I know Titus is literally like 2 or 3 away from the end of his. Who was I doing? I was getting Yuna. Because Yuna needs a turn. And she can heal. Oh, actually, that was a bigger thing. Goodness, I don't play this for like a few days and my hand completely forgot how to do all the buttons. Fine. Okay. Mari needs a turn. Hi, Neri. Oh, wow. I didn't know I've almost been here for 5 years. Time goes by fast, doesn't it? Because this is, we're into year 6 now of streaming. We celebrated 6 years of streaming at the beginning of July. So it's been a second, which is one of the things that made me realize how many hours of this and how much time has passed is sorting through and uploading and managing all the VODs and things and realizing that there is so many hours of content over on the VOD channel. So if anyone wishes to have 4,000 plus hours of Tap Girl content, there's literally over 4,000 hours of Tap Girl content over on the VOD channel, which is kind of bizarre to me that is the number. Like, that's a lot of hours. Baffles me I'm coming up on a year or so. Really? Feels like a few months. Yeah. Is it really almost that? Really? Has it really already been that long? Doesn't feel like it's been that long. Oh, yeah, new skills in 3, because that's when you started yeah. 11 months and 23 days. Dang, almost a year. Time runs away. Time is soup. Time is absolutely soup. I love how much Lulu can just dodge things now. Like, her agility is awesome. She just dodges so many things. Sometimes I see people I want to say hi to, but my bot already said hi, so it'd be weird. I feel like the people you would say hi to, though, would also know that you are part bot and would understand, possibly? Okay, you know, toss a heal over there. And we'll smack this other one down. Let's get this back in here. Smack it! There we go. 3 years, 7... Okay, actually, out of curiosity, does it track my follow age to myself? No, it doesn't. I'm not following myself. Wait, can you follow yourself on Twitch? I don't think you can you? I forget that you could do that to look up follow age of other things if people are using the same bot. 8 years, 3 months. That's so long. So much time. Oh, I clicked. I'm like, why isn't it doing anything? Because I typed in the chat. Why it's not doing anything. Yeah, healsies. Okay. 5 years. That's so long. Lurked for almost 2.5 years. That's a long time. Dang, Titus. Okay. Yes, you're definitely always allowed to lurk here. I do like if you talk in chat so I know that you're here, so because I don't ever look at like the viewer list or anything. So even if you just say hi, I appreciate it, because it is cool to recognize names and know you're here, but obviously you don't ever have to do that. No, Nega for 8 years, that's great. Yeah, it's wild. Negs is one of the first streamers that I ever consistently like watched. The first streamer, so I discovered Twitch through an art content creator named Jazza. He doesn't make Twitch content anymore, and he really, like, it was very secondary. Like, he kind of, like, you know, would casually do, like, I'm recording a YouTube video, Twitch chat can be here and present kind of thing. It was kind of the, like, the stream is on, but not acknowledging the stream kind of thing, because he was videoing the YouTube, to the point that I remember being present for a stream, and the entire time the chat was being like, you have to push the submit button, you have to, because he was doing some online website thing to, like, submit a picture, and he kept not pushing the button, so it was just deleting it, but he did not realize this until he discovered it, like, later, and posted a video about it, like, hey, I didn't realize none of these submitted. It's like, we were trying to tell you. But I discovered Jazza, discovered Twitch. I spent a lot of time watching creative streamers. So back in the day, one of the main streamers I watched was Frank the Pegasus, back when she was doing Perler Bead streams. I think it was Frank that rated into Negs, is the only connection that I can think of who else I would have been connected to at that point. But somehow I got rated into Negs' stream when her and Ghostbird were doing a Alien Isolation stream, and then I've been there ever since. Yeah, Tyson's in chat. He's trying to spoil his own story. Exactly. It's also one of the first people you watched. Cool. Time period mean you fall during lockdown. We definitely did have a lot of hours of stream and a lot of hours of everything during lockdown. I know I also found a lot more people, during, you know, lockdown and watching more people. And I also found a lot more, you know, outside the US streamers of, you know, being up at odd hours of the night and whatnot. Like, there's definitely some of them, like, I don't end up watching as much anymore because, like, I'm not up at 2 in the morning watching streams. Here's Ophelia, Katie, Nova, Negs. Okay. Didn't know so many people know Negs. Pretty much everyone who is a regular in this chat somehow has a connection to Negs, either prior to finding my stream or post finding my stream. Well, I guess the other thing too, for anyone who doesn't know, we do have this command for a reason. Oh, met her fairly recently during the Sims Sumathon. Okay. Yeah, definitely, it's definitely been a hyper focus on The Sims lately. I need to get back to my legacy, because I started my alphabet legacy the first time Negs attempted to do an alphabet legacy. So my save file is like 5 years old. And I have chosen my Gen E heir, but I haven't, like, she's still a teen. Ophelia was playing Astroneer. Oh, when I snowed in Colorado? Okay. Which, actually, NLA, correct me if I'm misremembering. Wasn't your first interaction with Negs stuff, like, actually, like, a rabbit movie night or something like that? Didn't you join, like, a rabbit movie night before actually watching a stream? Yes? Okay.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Also, just back before back before just doing movie nights and stuff in Discord. Back in the rabbit movie night days. Trying to watch a really big streamer, didn't feel comfy, then I found a small streamer playing the same game. stuck around at his stream, still present. And there I met people who dragged me into other stream. Frank, Negs, Liger, not sure anymore how chronologically order was. Yeah. The other thing too is just realizing how many people I watch are, you know, the spider web of the connections between all the people of, you know, this person and you know that person and this person rated into that. Because most of the people I follow on Twitch are from raids. I very rarely go searching for like people unless if I'm like looking for a streamer that has drops on for a game or something like that. Or if I'm like looking for, you know, a specific game. But most of the time, especially with the, like, I don't know. I think I follow like over 1,000 people. I don't know how many people I follow. It's an absurd number. In terms of like realistically being able to keep up with all them. But pretty much everyone I follow is connected somehow to someone else. When a stream is too big and too now I am uncomfortable. Fair enough. I've gotten more used to being in bigger chats. If anything, there's like some communities that I don't necessarily chat in as often as I feel like I used to chat. Probably, yeah, maybe during the DBD hyperfocus, yeah. Found tap through Negs. Okay. Yeah, because there's also just... Oh, I lost the train of thought. Novalisi was hyping up Negs' hair that had just turned pink and mentioned a Lord of the Rings marathon, so I ended up finding the channel Discord rabbit link and popped in there before stream. See, that's fun. That's fun. Oh, in terms of chatty things, like, the amount of streamers that I've watched that have grown a lot since I first watched them, like in terms of chat size, I feel like one of the first ones that pops into my head is like, what if Julia? Like, I started watching Julia when she was like averaging less than 100 people. And now she pretty much consistently has, I don't know, I think I was in there yesterday and she had like 800 some odd people in there. Depending on if it's a co-op night or not, like, she has over 1,000, like, she has a lot of people that watch her stream. This is your first time here, streamer seems like a real big goober. No, you're a big goober foe. No, you, hi. Have my more active and probably many more lurker time. Yeah, that's definitely fair too. Like, I feel like there's also ones that I've fallen in and out of being like active chatter in and things like that. I definitely still really like the pacing of like Negs' chat of like she can still pretty much, you know, she can keep up with stuff and whatnot. During the like viral moments and things, it was kind of getting to the point that she couldn't keep up, and then it kind of started to feel a little odd. It was like, this is kind of odd, but I've also gotten a little more used to that in like hanging out in like D-Tune stream and stuff. Like, you know, chat moves fast, but like, you know, the streamer still like keeps up with the conversation kind of thing. So there's only one new person here and it's Brando. Yes. Ooh, shiny.
Looks like we got a job to do, yeah?
If anything should happen in the water, we're relying on you three. If it gets dangerous, pull out quick.
Right.
Be careful, okay?
Okay. I guess we're going for a swim? Coming back to being a regular at the beginning of the year is like, whoa, Julia and D-Tune have grown their audience significantly. Yes. They have definitely both grown a lot. It's like the first streamer I was really watching a lot. Originally came from Todger. I don't think I know them. What happened to Chilpo Packers? Did she quit Twitch? No, she just changed her username to be Cheebs. She changed her username to be Cheebs. Also, if you all have not, I won't talk about details of things because of whatnot, but if you have not seen Cheebs' posts in the last couple of days, definitely send some hugs Cheebs' way. Discovering we hang out in the same streams. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm trying to think, Neri. Did I meet you in Negs' stream or did I meet you in Kipsy's stream? I can't remember, actually. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I know, it's like that's a wild thing to just happen out of nowhere. And it's sad. Obviously not my information to share things. Go check Cheebs' social or Discord if you wanna see stuff. She made a post on Instagram, so. Can I go? It's been so long since we've been in the water. If I'm not under the water, I just stay above the water, right? Or is there a way I can swim down? Is there a button? I guess I don't need to swim down? I guess we just swim into the cave? Ooh, this is pretty. Actual question, by the way. If I'm not under the water, I can assume that I don't need to be under the water. They're so shiny. Oh, there's another path. Oh. Oh. Okay, I guess these three are gonna get some experience because it's just... I don't have the others with me. Zero! Oh. Is the game gonna make me actually... Is the game gonna make me give Titus a different weapon? I have, like, refused to give Titus... Self-destruct? Oh. I've, like, refused to give Titus another weapon. I mean, I guess I could use his other skills. Zero? Did it still do it? I don't know. Those two could smack stuff. You can dive? Okay. Yeah, he can't fight water with a water... Yeah, it's understandable. Like, it makes sense. But also, I don't want to give him a different weapon. I actually, to be perfectly honest, I don't know what other ones we have. Because I have never used a different weapon on him. Oh, since Justin TV days. Dang, okay. Titus splashes the fish. Nothing happened. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there's so many... Keeping up with all the Discord stuff is definitely tricky. I honestly need to go through and, like, turn some notifications off on some Discords, but also, like, there's ones that, like, randomly at X. For anyone who didn't see the Scarlet Hollow update, they are, you know, obviously still really working and, you know, they're making progress on Chapter 5, Episode 5. They are pushing it back a little bit. They were aiming for December. They are pushing it back a little bit. They're aiming, the goal still in the plan is Q1 of 2026, but they're not setting anything more specific than that right now. So I will continue to try to be as patient as I can and wait for chapter 5 for Scarlet Hollow. So I guess if any of you have not, okay, have you heard of Slay the Princess? Because I found a lot more people have heard of Slay the Princess. Scarlet Hollow is the same devs as Slay the Princess. They have been working on Scarlet Hollow even longer than Slay the Princess. They took a break from Scarlet Hollow to finish Slay the Princess and now are going back to it. If you like, yes, Scarlet Hollow has the best dog. Her name is Gretchen, and she is the bestest bean. If you like or enjoy visual novels where choices matter, like insanely matter, change pathways, tons of different options, and are also okay with spooky things, highly recommend Scarlet Hollow. If you want to check it out, I do have all of the playthrough we've done so far is on my main YouTube channel. There's a playlist where I have edited all of our VODs down to just be the gameplay and our gameplay discussion. If you want to watch the entire VODs with me being distracted, obviously those are available on the VOD channel, but I highly recommend checking them out. It is one of my favorite games I've ever streamed. And it's not even done yet. It's not even done yet. Yeah, Jessica's played every possible combination. Yes, Jessica has like 100% of the achievements in that game, which is the Scarlet Hollow devs at some point posted stats on like the number of hours. Like Jessica's in like the 1% of hours played in the community on it. Because she's a vampire, yes. This is a great time to shout out Jessica. Go follow Jessica. She's a wonderful bean. She is definitely a vampire. She, I think is actually still currently live. It plays lots of gacha games and is like totally not addicted to the Horse Girl game. It is a lot of time. I still need to finish the Mass Effect 3 VODs that I want to edit them down for the main YouTube channel. And when I say it, I'm not making short videos. Like, I am getting every moment of gameplay is what I'm editing. But I was also doing this prior to us having a VOD channel because I didn't have a VOD channel. But now that I have a VOD channel, a lot of that work seems redundant if you can watch the full VOD also on YouTube. So I do plan to finish out Mass Effect because I do have the entirety of the first game and second game edited down on the main YouTube channel to just be gameplay and gameplay discussions. And the first part of the third game is on there, so I do plan to put the rest of it on there eventually. If anyone has any opinions on main channel content for YouTube of stuff, I'm totally open to ideas. We do have our Cozy Grove playthrough and our Final Fantasy XIV playthrough that are exclusive to the main YouTube channel. But I'm kind of torn on what I can do with editing, like, the main content like we've streamed. Like, I could do more like a highlighty kind of thing. Like, you know, big, you know, important moments and stuff. Like, you know, in the playthrough of if I ever edit this playthrough down, would obviously, like, cut all this out and, you know, that kind of stuff. Actual question. Should I change to lightning stuff? Lightning would be the thing against water, yes? I don't know, y'all. I think we should use the fire sword underwater. I think that would be, like, the, like, most effective strategy is to try to set things on fire underwater. You also have a poison one, apparently? Let's just put this lightning one on, I guess. Because it's at least something. Oh, I can walk out of the water. Okay. Oh. Okay, I clearly must do something with the water then. Because I can't currently go that direction. Okay. I am now feeling like we're gonna have water level manipulation things. These are pretty, but also ow. We don't have Yuna with us. Oh wait, we do have, hold on, we do have Riku though. I think we're okay for the moment. Watch out for Maelstrom. It releases sonic waves after the 3rd pulse. Okay.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble. I got them too. There isn't anything wouldn't do.
Spider, thank you for gifting that sub to NLA. NLA, welcome back to the Penguin Colony for another month, courtesy of Spider. Enjoy your sub edge and your emotes. Can I tell you something about these caves? I'm gonna say no for now. I'm gonna say no for now. If I need the assistance, then yes, but not at the moment. Okay, smack that. Alright, Waka, capture it. Cool. Because we're also playing Pokemon. Because I literally have intended to like change out the ball that Waka has, but it still does enough damage, and if anything, it does more damage than what I had him have equipped. So I've just left it. Like, I didn't intend to keep using it. I need to see if there's actually more slots that we can fill up on it, since I've kind of just decided to run with it. What am I looking for? It's use, isn't it? There it is. I was gonna say, I haven't used it in a second. How to do it. There we go. Throwing potions. You know, I'm glad I did that, because ow! Okay. Night CT, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Get some good rest. Get some good sleep. What time is it already? Okay. You know what? We haven't used potions really that much since we've had Yuna back in the party. Throw a potion, shall we? Smack the thing! Snazzy. Mug the big scary fish. Water gem. Okay. Smack it! Ow! Okay. Smack it again? Not quite. Mug it! You kidding me? It's got like 2 health. No, it's 22 health. It's weird seeing him have a different sword. It's so weird. Night, Nary. Thank you for hanging out, but go get sleep. Do the thing. Sleep is important. Okay, no, it's a lightning sword. I'm not gonna have him use a fire sword underwater. That would be ridiculous. I was very tempted to do it though, just for the shiggles. just because he can. Bug the fish. stole a grenade? Why did the fish have a grenade? Why did the fish have a grenade? Should we be concerned that there's fish swimming around with grenades? I feel like we should be slightly concerned about this. Water gems. Those gotta be useful for something. Smack it. You ever played Subnautica? I have played a couple hours of it. It is actually in our queue that Crispy spent channel points for me to play it. That Crispy redeemed that fairly recently. We haven't fit it into the schedule yet, but at some point Subnautica will be a thing. The fish always have grenades in Final Fantasy X. It makes sense. Where else would grenades come from? Sure. Looney, you make it sound like the fish are birthing grenades. So they're gonna defend their nest. Okay, fair enough. I guess. $8.25. It is currently 7:27 here. West Coast, best coast. You've heard of blowfish. These are blow-up fish. Will someone vote that, please? That is glorious. I guess this is the reason we stocked up on potions, huh? Okay. And stairs. Ooh, shiny. Oh no, the first trial of Gagazet? Aim for the center with Wakka's ball. Aim how? Do I just need to time it? No? Okay. Almost. Okay. Oh, come on. Aw, the blue one in the middle got me. Okay. Slightly too early. Oh no. No, the blue stopped me. I hit the white thing in the middle. Huh? It sure seemed like I hit it, right? I was like, I thought I hit it. I guess I didn't hit it well enough. Gonna hit the blue. Too late. Not that one. This one. Am I misunderstanding something? Actual question. Because I could have sworn we just smacked it in the middle. Oh, it wasn't a perfect enough hit, apparently. I could have sworn we got that already. We hit it like 3 times, but okay. I guess it wasn't precise enough. Level 1 key sphere. Only a level 1? That kind of feels like a ripoff. Actually, kind of feels like a ripoff for that to be only level 1. I was expecting that to, like, open a pathway forward. But I think the water level changed? Bug the fish. It's just amusing to bug a fish. It makes me happy because it's just so silly. We're also playing Pokemon because we're catching them as we go. I am not going to complain about having more grenades. It's like, maybe it's not. I thought it was higher, but this maybe does look the same. Actual question. Is there a way forward, or am I supposed to be backtracking to get to a new area? Because I am confuzzled. Way too long since I played this to remember details. Totally fair. Totally fair. I'm aware that this is a game that, you know, some people played when it was, you know, not on PC. It's an older one on a console. It opened up a passage somewhere, okay? Love this game, but I only played it once back on the PlayStation 2. Okay. You're playing on your PlayStation 2 right now. Nice. Yeah, PlayStation 2 was the first console I ever had. But I played like Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses and like DDR and Silver Buckle Stables. was the vibe. Not that those are bad games, but I lived in my own bubble of nobody else playing games and not having high-speed internet until I was a junior in high school. So which is why there's things like this and like me playing like through Mass Effect and stuff that it's like I was not aware of its existence at the time or didn't have the thing to play it on at the time. Yeah, DDR, yes. Yes. I should set it up to actually play it again because it was fun to play. I've done it recently that my gym has like in like the hangout room that has a DDR, like the actual like I don't know what you call it. Like, you know, the ones that you would have at an arcade that has, like, the actual, like, stage thing. Because I see the other part of the map. Like, I see that other pathway underneath. But I guess I don't know how to get to that. Is the issue I have at the moment. I don't want to fight these right now. Because I want to figure out where I'm going. Because this way... Like, clearly there's other stuff over there, but I can't currently get that way. Lee! Swim away! I love that it shows them swimming away. I do think that is a little silly. Because this is just back to the area we were before. Hey! Hey! Get that out! Ow! Ow! I have a core memory of my PS2 DDR mat no longer working because it had the weight limit and I had surpassed it being... Oh, and it being an early time of being self-conscious about my body. Yeah, it's not fun. I had the experience of the Wii Fit. And that was a hyper-focus for a while, but that was also my time that I started being, like, body aware and things as the little me went, Who decided that was a good idea? I don't know who decided that was a good idea, but I thought that was a good idea. It's such demeaning noises. Yeah. I loved playing the games though. Like doing like the balance games, and like me and my sister would sit there and like compete over who could do the candle for the longest. It was so much fun. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate. I'm seeing a hydrate. Am I seeing a Hyatt? No, I read it as a hydrate. Hiya. It's good to see you. Was kind of mean in that time. Yeah, it was very mean. And it wasn't a thing that I realized until later. Because I did a lot of Wii Fit, and I did a lot of... I'm trying to remember what it was called. It wasn't the boxing, like the Wii boxing or like the Nintendo like it wasn't that boxing game. There was another like rhythmic boxing game that I got like really into, and I played that one a lot. And obviously I've played a lot of Just Dance, which I still haven't actually played 2025. I've owned it, and I still haven't played it. I'm hoping I can figure out to have some kind of setup. I would love to have a setup for me to be able to easily do more Just Dance streams, because I would be down. For the Community Night poll, you have questions? Yeah, let me know what your questions are. For anyone who hasn't voted for Community Night, we do Community Nights on the first Saturday of the month. And you can vote on what games we play. We usually play 3 to 4 games. It is technically set that you can vote for an unlimited amount. So if you want to vote for more, you can. But we tend to play 3 or 4 games, depending on what ends up in the most voted spots. My road test in the morning anxiety is spiking. That's totally fair. We are here to vibe and swim. I also currently don't know where I'm supposed to be going, so we're kind of just swimming back and forth. I am attempting to figure out... I smacked a thing. But I don't know how to get to said new location. So I'm going backwards and seeing if that helps. Oh. I don't like that. No. You know what? No. I don't wish to fight the giant flying eyeball. I'm good. Oh, I guess I have access to the rest of the party right now. I could have used Yuna's. Okay, because this... Oh, okay. So backtracking was the idea. This was like a hole in the ground before. And now this is a staircase. Sweet. Okay. No. Since we're here, saving is a good idea. Oop, don't overwrite the Comlands one. It's like the blobs we've been fighting, but big. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if I want to fight a giant blob right now. I want to save first. Then maybe we can fight a giant blob. But not before, right before we save. Okay, so now we can go this way. I have fought so many of these dudes, and I'm so tired of fighting them. They were in the area when I was grinding the levels, and I cannot be bothered to fight any more of them. Okay, that looks like a swimming area. What is this direction? I don't know which direction is progress forward, so I'm trying to explore one way. Okay, fine. Resistant to physical attacks. I mean, it is kind of a blob. No elemental weakness. Resistance to... Okay, maybe I don't want to bother with this. Yeah, you know, I don't know if I want to just slowly smack this. No. If it gives, okay, actual question. Does fighting that give me like a ton of experience points? If so, I will, but I do not have the focus to sit there and smack at it slowly. Are you sure My Little Universe, Ultimate Fishing Sim, Alien Tail Tavern, American Truck Sim? Yes, they all are multiplayer. We've played American Truck Sim multiplayer quite often on community nights. Alien Tail Tavern, we've only done once on community night, but it is multiplayer. And it actually has had an update recently. I have not played Ultimate Fishing Simulator in multiplayer, but it is multiplayer because I have accidentally joined lobbies with people before. We haven't done it for like community night, setting it up that way or things. So that is a thing I probably should actually know how to do, but it is multiplayer. In My Little Universe, me and CT have been doing a playthrough of it off stream. So it is. You can have up to 4 people in My Little Universe. What was the enemy called? I don't remember. Giant purple blob. Yeah. So there's a lot of them on there. Like, some of them are obviously more limited in numbers of people, but you can, like, start a convoy in American Truck Sim. There are, I think there's maybe a clip of one of them on TikTok. I maybe post it on YouTube, too, but the chaotic thing of doing multiplayer with American Truck Sim is when things lag. And then all of a sudden someone goes flying. It's really funny. Oh. Oh. Oh, I was hoping it was going to be a purple blob so we could get our answer. It's fine. Mug the thing. purple giant porg type creature. Exactly. All right. Might as well get some other people some points.
No time to waste. Let's go.
I don't know which direction is forward, but I'm gonna commit to a direction. Okay, this feels like the possible forward, though. Because that's going back to where we were. I want to maybe see what was the other direction. Oh. Okay, this is an interesting point, though. Y'all remember when this was the big area boss? Like, way back at the beginning of the game? But this was, like, one of the first bosses we ever fought. And now it's just a trash mob random thing to encounter? It's his cousin. Yeah! Exactly. Okay. Vulnerable to fire. So, hey Lulu, wanna smack it with like a lot of fire? Yeah, fire! Alright. You have a turn. Smack the thing. Ow! Don't poison her. No, don't do that. No. That one. No poison!
So be it.
So be it. They're immune to what I don't remember what Horon has on his I don't remember what he has on his sword, but apparently whatever it is, it's immune to it. Smack it with fire! Yay! No.
Farewell. That's how it's done.
Points! Okay. I want to see what this other pathway is. I say as we've... Don't get to smack the thing. We have to stop and smack things. I mean, I guess I could flee, but... This one is fairly quick to do. Because we can kind of one-shot everything. So might as well take some points. Okay. Actual question. Which direction is progress and which direction is just maybe not progress? Because I would like to do the explory option and then the progress option. But I don't know if that is to the left or to the right. Okay. Also, come on. We just healed. Feel like, I don't know, the left option was taking us more back the direction we just were, at least down that watery pathway, so I feel like I should maybe go to the right. Oh, there's my answer. There's my I can't go that way. The map looks like I can, but apparently the walkway does not allow me to do that. So I guess that's my answer. I answered my own question. Whoa. What a concept. Smack the thing. Riku, please take that thing apart. I love that she can just do that. I do find it interesting though that like that's a thing that's like introduced as a mechanic like way forever ago, but you can't use it until like now.
How many steaks you think we can get out of these?
Oh. Yeah, that's totally fair, Looney. Yeah. Persona 3 hole on PS2. Fair enough. Maybe they just want a hug. Watch out for Eve, the behemoth. Ow! Don't do that. Maybe, like, don't do that. Thank you. Let's just get everybody points. Because we're smacking a giant thing. Okay. Titus, come get your points. Smack it. Smack it again. And Lulu needs some points.
Let's end this.
That's like a great idea. Why don't we, like, smack it with fire? Great idea. I still love that she has the cactuar. Makes me happy. Hi, Ranch! Survived the airport troubles and now you're home? Yay! That is good. Airport troubles are never fun. Behemoths are reoccurring Final Fantasy enemies and Kingdom Hearts? Okay. Okay, down this direction. Into the water! Swimmy, 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 swim. Just the slow, dramatic swim into the distance. I like the glowy mushrooms. They're very pretty. Alright. Steal the grenades. Watch out for self-destruct, right? Steal grenades! Yeah. If anything, we're not going to skip the little fish mobs, because that's just free, easy grenades. This one, on the other hand, I cannot be bothered. I don't know. I'm to the point that since I did the level grind and since I really don't feel like I feel like we're doing okay on levels right now. I might regret this in the future, but like if I can't be bothered with some of those enemies. It's like we took so much damage from the big one while fighting the tiny ones. Like, ugh. Ooh, thinking of going to grad school for math? Fuck the job market. Fair enough. Fair enough. Any particular kind of math or just math in general? Whole hotel I stayed in at Dallas was fancy. Slept a lot and didn't go to the pool though. Yeah, Solarian thought we would maybe like go to the pool while we were at like Disney and whatnot, as like a relax at the end of the day, and then we found out that like we would have had to like either do it like in the morning before we went, or like, you know, come back from the park early, and we weren't gonna do that because they like closed it at 10. Which like I get, but also it's like, okay, you can at least do like 11. Like, let people just, like, chill. Like, maybe, like, close it to, like, kids at a certain time so they're not loud and obnoxious. But, like, come on. Then a standby for a flight that left a lot earlier but didn't get a spot. Okay, so was at the airport for a while. Folks brought me a day pass to the American Airlines Lounge, and holy butts, their place is fancy. Ooh, okay. I don't think I want a PhD, but I'm feeling mad imposter syndrome at the prospect of that, and a master's feels more realistic. Yeah. If I did PhD, it would be pure math. If it was master's, I feel like I would have to be like applied math or something. More yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I also feel like a master's is more approachable in theory. Ooh. Colorful glowy things. Okay, the second trial of Gagazet. Hit the 3 panels simultaneously. Check each size before deciding who to send. Okay, I feel like that one should be Wakka's. No. Okay. I feel like Riku should be green. Titus is blue, maybe? Still gonna send Wakka to the middle one. There we go, okay. I kind of figured it's like, okay, it's got to be Wakka's wide shoulders go to the bigger one. Okay, I'm also assuming that means I did it correctly. Because it pulled me out of it. So I'm actual question. Did I do it correctly? Or did I mess it up that it pulled me out of it? Or was that, I'm assuming that I did it right, and that's why it took me out of it. I guess that means there's another pathway open, I guess, somewhere. If I did it correctly. Is it, when I swam towards it, it just pulled me into the cutscene. We'll let you if you solved it. Okay, I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like it's letting me interact with it, so I'm assuming that means I solved it. I remember the solution to that puzzle. I think it's just trial and error. Okay. Yeah, it was like, I figured it was like the 2 smaller ones looked like, you know, one would be Titus and one would be Riku. And colors-wise, the green for Albed makes sense, and then Titus having the blue water sword makes sense for blue, and Wakka having the wide shoulders makes sense for the other one. How do I dive? Oh, here's how I tell. There's a treasure chest here. Also, I found the dive button. Obtained fortune spear. I don't want to smack your butts. No. Okay. So let's go back the other way, I guess. Because that seems to be the idea here. Overkill 8,000. What? Why are you smacking the fish that hard? Are you that mad at the fish? We're also Pokemon catching the slashers, because we can. I don't know if I'll ever actually go back and do the monster stuff cave thing, but if I do, I'll have some to put there. Airport lounge food picks at churro carts. Ooh, okay. All right. And swim. I like the glowy mushroomy things, whatever they are. I don't know. They're pretty. I don't know. For some reason, this particular battle thing, I can't be bothered to do that one. It just takes too long. I think, just blame it on I grinded out levels, and I'm less bothered now to do the quicker, or, you know, I'm less bothered to do the random encounter fights that take longer. You know what? Miss? Oh, come on. We'll give this one a whirl. Because we didn't actually do this one before. Sweet. If anything, the other reason I fled from that one is I think that one was an ambushed one.
So be it.
Smack it. And smack it. Flame ball. Fun. Let's get Yuna a turn, shall we? Smack it. Guess we can also get Lulu a turn while we're at it. Let everybody have a turn. Oh no, fire does half damage. Oh, but actually, yes, it only has 600 health. Just smack it with something. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize we'd already knocked it down that much. Sweet. I'll take it. The enemies in Final Fantasy X feel similar to Kingdom Hearts. The Kingdom Hearts enemies have the same vibe, but much more cartoony art style. I think I can get that. I've played a little bit of a Kingdom Hearts game at some point, so I'm at least aware of what some of the enemies look like. Hey Riku, this is your job. Fill out bed potions. Fancy. Ow. Yes, I will take some Albed potions. Go, little Cactar, go! I'm just smack it. Oh, I guess we didn't need Riku for the last one. Thanks, Mari. Snazzy. Well, we're looping back this direction. So, let's save. Snazzy. Okay, I am going to do Wiggle Break since we got back to the save point. You find exploring this cave and finding progress confusing. You'd love Kingdom Hearts 1 progression. Crazy following Donald and Goofy in Traverse Town. Oh no. Oh goodness, that sounds complicated. Me and my lostness. I'm actually kind of keeping track of where I am. The save point being it keeps looping back to that is helping. Or otherwise I would be 110% completely lost. So, hop up, wiggle, stretch, do the things. We will continue our adventuring and find, it sounds like it looks like there's going to be another puzzle or something. We unlocked something, so we're going to continue exploring the cave. I opened our fishing back up, so feel free to fish while I am away. And, ooh, a 19. Okay, I will be back. Oh, wow. I hope you got up and wiggled and stretched. Looney! Looney! Okay, my Twitch chat won't let me scroll back up. My Twitch chat is being so weird. Like, I don't know if Twitch did a different change thing, whatnot. I don't know. But Looney, welcome back for a 58th month with the Penguin Colony. I appreciate you doing that. Tired of ads even when they work. I get it. I know. I don't have it set. I don't have the ones turned on to like auto do stuff, but I do know that means like pre-rolls happen. I try to remember when I get up and wiggle to like purposely play an ad so then we won't get any pre-rolls for like a half hour. But it is kind of the downside of it. But welcome back for another month. Enjoy your sub badge and your emotes. That also puts us one away from another wheel spin, which is kind of snazzy. Yeah, because essentially, like, the options are, I mean, if I was really on top of it, I could manually play 1.5 minutes of ads every half hour, so then we would never have, like, pre-roll ads for people who click into the stream. The other option is doing the, like, what a lot of people have, is the, like, 3 minutes of ads an hour. So then pre-rolls are never on. But so far I've not been forced to toggle that on. So I'm kind of just holding out on the I haven't toggled that. So I don't know if y'all would rather have that versus having to have pre-rolls and stuff. I mean, I can, but it is a thing. All right. Shall we puzzle? So, my hunch. I was gonna say, about before that, it's like we're immediately gonna get attacked. No, my hunch is that maybe change the water level in that area that I couldn't get to before. I keep pushing skill, and it's not skill, it's special. My guess is that since that one moved, the first one moved the stairs, and there was an area over here that we couldn't get to before because of the water level. We couldn't, like, swim across. So that's what I'm gonna go check next, because I'm assuming that that could be a thing that changed. Is my hunch. Just say, I don't think I walked that direction before. Loot! Obtained? Pep talk. Huh? Okay. I want to fight this. My brain is fuzzy. Cognitive dissonance between being home and still being in airport mode. Yeah, well, especially since you spend so much time there. Yeah, you flew forward in time. We're back in time? Yeah. That's like a Waka weapon. Pep talk. It's a Waka armor. Alright. You know what? Sure, I'll smack this one. I forgot that I didn't swap his sword back, but I guess we're going in and out of the water enough that I'll just leave it for now. Smack it with fire! Hiya! Oh no, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Can you maybe help? There we go. Oh no. Oh, it missed. Ow! Yeah, let's help Lulu there, shall we? Okay. And then mug thing. Okay, and who didn't get a turn? Why can I get a turn? I don't remember who didn't get a turn. Now you can get rid of your own poison. Please don't hit her again. Ow! Gosh darn it! Thank you. Please save her. Thank you. Okay. Dax is backing it.
So be it.
Ah, not quite. Okay. You know what? Back at Yuna. Yeah. Ow. Back again. Because it amuses me. And then Waka can capture it? Yeah. Because we're totally not playing Pokemon. What are you talking about? Totally not playing Pokemon. Right? Okay, you know what? I can't be bothered with Baldude. I pushed special the first time instead of the other one. I pushed the correct button. What a concept. I think this is the correct direction? Not entirely 100% sure. I think it is, yeah, because this is where we were. This is the, yeah, because this is the other pathway that we couldn't do. We couldn't do before past here because the water level wasn't high enough, or there wasn't a pathway across. So let's see if there's a pathway now. No. Okay, I now have no idea where I'm supposed to go then. What? Okay. Red-eye flights don't exist anymore. When flights got canceled, I was trying to see if any airlines were doing early flights that would hopefully be pretty open, but there's nothing. I don't know. I don't fly often at all. So I have no idea. Maybe, like, scheduling-wise, maybe they don't do as many anymore? Other than, like, I would assume, yeah, like, ones that are, like, you know, common back and forths for, like, business flights. Okay, so I'm gonna go back this way. Back this way. I don't know, y'all. Okay, okay. Okay, so the little red arrow is telling me that direction. I don't know if that is actually helping us. The arrow is pointing this direction, but when I go here, there's not anything else there, and I can't go that other direction. So I guess I could try going this way again to see if something else changed down here? Maybe? Are all of them gonna attack? My gosh. Ugh, you know what? No. Bad fishies. Because there is still that other pathway there. That doesn't go anywhere. So I guess we just keep exploring till we find a pathway that's different? Ow! 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 Rude! Rude! Okay, I guess we'll have to use some potions. Okay. Because this really didn't have a place that I could go to. Like, I feel like we should be able, like, something should be happening to make it so it could go that way. Actual question, chat. Do I need to just keep wandering until I find a pathway that's different than I've been on? Or did I, like, miss something? I guess is the question. Because we did the toss the ball at the spinny thing. And we've done put the characters in the colorful buttons. If that helps anybody at all know what point we're at. The left path at the fort. I think we've done... I think this is... I want to say this is us taking the left path. Oh, maybe the right path is open now. That's the other place that was blocked off before. That's the other place that was blocked off. Okay. Because we came up here and we went to the left and adventured down that way.
Riku, think later.
Okay, okay.
I love how you just get the random dialogue every now and then. This is the most I've fleed from stuff, I think, in this entire playthrough. Like, obviously we're still doing some, but also we're just trying to get to stuff. Okay. We couldn't walk that way before. Because those rocks weren't there. I don't think. I think that this is a place that we couldn't go before. Because we went to the left and that was the circles. Yeah, this is new. Okay, so this takes us to the other side. Okay, so I was right that we need to get over there. A recovery ring. And a return sphere. Okay, because that's on the other side over there is where we were before. But I was thinking that the water needed to go up or something to get across. But no, that just took us back and around. Okay. That didn't take us anywhere farther. You find... Oh, old game fact forums are wild with the passive-aggressive stuff? Oh. Like, all of it is someone saying, I don't know. That's, like, so helpful. Ambushed? Bad fishies. No ambushing. Bad fishies. Oh, the last one was... Stop it, fishies! Stop it! Okay, you know what? We're just gonna... Quick enough just to smack them. Smack them all, please. Might as well get some points from them. Okay, back to the safe sphere one last time. Go back up the stairway. Take the left, heading northwest pathway. Okay. Okay, so let me get back. I was gonna say, I'm lost into, like, which... If we could just walk around without having to constantly be pulled into battles to figure out where we were going, then I wouldn't mind randomly just wandering around to, like, find the locations of stuff. But since we have to, like, either flee or, you know, we're constantly being interrupted. Don't kill Riku. Stop it! I was just gonna swap her out. But since we have to, you know, either flee or, you know, stop and win battle or, you know... I mean, I could just keep fleeing from stuff, but I feel like we should... take advantage of some of the fights here that I don't mind doing to get... some points. I like the animation for that one. My thunder is stronger than yours. Alright, Kimahri, you come here. Back to the thing. Oh no, it said watch out for that. That just, like, yeeted him!
Farewell.
Yeah, smack him back. Honestly... Best one for on our end for him to pick, because that Auron can take that hit. Can Kimahri learn? Oh, I don't know, but that would be pretty cool if Kimahri could learn that. I didn't think about that. That was the first time we've seen that character actually get to the point that they use that ability, so I didn't know what it was. If we come across one of those, I should have Kimahri do that. Okay, back to the save point. Go back up the stairway and take the left. Okay, follow the pathway. Okay, hold on. I gotta be able to follow along with them. Oh wait, I think Kimahri has flee too. I don't know why I swapped them out. You can learn it and still run? Okay. Back at the stairways, take the left, follow the path along until you reach the split in the road. I'm hoping we'll get another one of those to show up. I could not be bothered to fight those two things anymore. I fought too many of those when I was doing the... Oh, there's a split here. Hey, there's one. Okay. I didn't realize that there was a split there. Okay. We'll just let everyone get some turns in. As we can. Okay, now, Kimahri. We're also just charging everyone's overdrives because I haven't been bothering to use them. I don't know, us randomly having to smack what's-his-butt again, Seymour's butt again, is making me not want to just randomly use them on trash bombs again. Special. We learned Mighty Guard. What's Mighty... Actual question, what's Mighty Guard? Because Kimahri has it now. Yuna, turn. Did Riku get a turn this time? I don't remember. We've done so many fights, I don't remember where we're at. Forgot that we taught Kimahri how to mug things. Okay, you know, you can get back here. Please do a heal. Mighty Guard is usually really good. Mighty Guard is the best defensive spell. Oh! Spell casts Protect, Shell, and Null all on the party? Oh. Okay. Recurring Final Fantasy ability, usually blue mage ability. Okay. Oh, I don't think I got Waka is in that one, is the one I think I missed. Yeah, I didn't get Waka. I was trying to figure out, I was like, there's one that I missed. Who did I miss? Okay, this is a different pathway that I didn't go up before. So I'm assuming this is where I need to go. Aha! I triggered cutscene, so the answer is yes.
They'll be upon us soon. She has sent fiends to test our summoner's strength.
Who is she?
Great question. That's what I think.
Yunalesca.
Lady Yunalesca.
In Zanarkand, she awaits the arrival of the strongest.
She is still alive?
As much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve?
No. Nothing frightens me now.
Braska would be proud.
Then I must not let him down.
Aw, friendships. Alright. Yeah. Meow. This button. Y'all, the brain power is trying to brain power, and the brain power is running out of brain power. Pushing buttons. There we go. Okay. Riku, will you get that one for me? Oops, one too far. There you go. We'll take a couple more grenades. I must have over 100 grenades now. The last time I think we looked, I was at 70-something grenades. We have definitely stolen a lot of grenades tonight. We've definitely stolen a lot of grenades. I don't know why I don't, like, the other bigger ones and stuff, I don't necessarily bother to fight. This one hasn't bugged me to fight it. Oh no, that's not good though. Sorry, Riku. I don't know why, like, usually it takes them a bit to build up to that, so I'm not sure why they did that literally, like, almost immediately. But okay. Party being the act, okay. So, like, just like the Hastiga does everybody kind of thing. Thank you. I need to contact a bomb squad about these explosives. It's fine. It's fine. Out of curiosity, can I see? I don't think I can see them now. I gotta be on Riku. You know what? Let's back up with the Blizzard this time. Let's change it up. Nazi. Oh no. I'm sorry, Kimahri. Hey, Yuna. Okay, I don't know why all of a sudden they're doing that more. I think that's part of it too, is they weren't annoying because they weren't doing that constantly. Ow! But now they're like doing stuff that really hurts. mean, obviously we could just run, but I'm being easily amused. Heal thyself. Okay, let's get a big hit in.
So be it.
Smack it. Oh no. Go after Oron. Yeah, he can take it. He can take the hit. He can take that hit. He's gonna be hurting, but he can take that hit. Oh. Smack his butt. There we go. I guess we do have enough spheres. Riku's ended up with a lot of spheres. We should probably actually spend spheres too. Okay. Actual question. Since I was aiming to end stream by 9-ish my time, which is approximately 20 minutes, should we spend that time spending spheres, or should I continue around this corner? Because we could do... Because the thing is, we are, sphere grid-wise, at least with Tidus, we are approaching the end of his. Probably spheres? Okay. Teaches the ability Quick Hit. Okay, Tidus is officially at the end of his pathway. That's a thing. Mari, you can continue on your way here. You can actually even go one more. Alright, let's give you some delay buster, because we can. Riku has 5. Holy butts. Okay. Teaches the ability Bribe. Okay. That's Riku at the end of hers. Waka. Yeah, you can go. Waka, I don't know how Waka ended up like behind. Like Waka's not at the end of his? I guess. I don't know. I guess Kamari's not at the end of his. I guess Waka's just one sphere away, so it's not like super off. I guess they all don't necessarily have the same number of stuff. Lulu, you need to scooch that way. And then we can use these. I think that puts Lulu at the end of hers. Which, this is another reason why I wasn't super concerned of, like, we're approaching the point that we're at the end of people's things. Obviously, we can continue into other people's. Like, they can keep going. But in terms of things, I feel like we're not doing too shabby. Okay. Teaches the ability Regen. Okay, and she can scooch one more, so let's do that. Okay. So she still has another circle to go around, it looks like. Yes, actual question, what do? My initial thought would be that, like, Tidus should go for Oron's stuff. Was the thought I had. Obviously, like, I see Lulu and Yuna swapping places. But I am open to ideas. Yeah, we could also talk about it later too. We could also even just chit chat about it in like Discord too, if it's like a thing to like discuss. You know, if we want to make sure everyone's included in the discussion if they can't be here right at the moment. Oh. I think this is Horon hitting the end of his too. What do we get? Teaches the ability Sentinel? With Lulu, there's some special high-level spells on the grid behind some locks, like Flare and Ultima. Okay. Okay. Nabgil? Okay. Otherwise, yeah, I try to get Lulu to have maybe some high-level healing, Eunice a black magic. Okay, that was kind of my thought, because I feel like... Oh. Oh, no, Lulu's got... Wait. Lulu's got this sphere over here she hasn't gone to. Because we came down here for this one. But she's actually got more pathway this way. She's got this sphere over here. For Flare. There's Flare. Drain? Oh, that's onto... Okay. That looks like that's hers, because that goes loops and around there. So we can... Lulu can keep going that direction, then. So let's have her... start moving out of here. There's definitely just a lot of stuff laying on the grid that you can look at and decide, maybe they'll be good for Lulu. Okay. Yeah, so I guess it's just deciding where to go. Okay, I guess the first question is, should I be jumping a character somewhere? Or should I just be trying to use a unlock thing to just continue going in somewhere that's nearby? Like, obviously, you could do either way, I'm assuming, but, like, if there's a if one's better than the other kind of thing. Yeah, so let's start sending Lulu back that direction. So Oron's still got 2. Scroll around the sphere grid and see if there's anything interesting you want to grab. Okay. This is Titus's, because it's got Titus and Kamari's colors on it. So if anything, we could just send... We could just send him that way. Because where does this put us? Oh, butts. What button is it? There it goes. So we could send him out and around that way. They're slow. See, I don't know if I would necessarily teach him those, but like maybe like the higher ones of the Sloga. Look for abilities that nobody has activated, for example. Okay. So what's this over here? He's got... Teaches the... Okay. Should we make it so he can turn people into zombies? Because that could be kind of fun. It looks like there's... That's Waka's pathway that way. Okay. Is there anything that nobody has? What is this? Teaches the ability Full Break? then Yuna can cast full life on them and murder them. Okay, clearly we have to get the zombie thing. Clearly the choice has been made that we need to send him towards... Oh goodness. Where? Oh, Butts. Where is he? He's there. Okay, clearly we need to send him back towards the zombie thing. Because that's funny. Okay, can you... There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's not even, like, horribly far from it. Okay, let's send him back that way. Because we gotta go get the zombie attack, because that's funny. Okay, full break is power break, magic break, armor break, and mental break. So mega debuff. Okay. That was the only one the only other one that I spotted that no one else has, I think. Oh, there's this here. Teaches triple foul? Oh, that looks like where Wakka's headed. So Wakka will get that one, it looks like. Because that looks like the end of Wakka's. Oh, Butts. Where was that? Yes, near Lulu. Okay, I was gonna say there was somewhere... Gosh. Go down to... There's Nabgil? Is that stealing money? I think it's there. There's full break. Okay, so full break's over here. Okay, let me go. Oh, Butts. I thought that was gonna be a good idea. Now I lost where I was. I think it was down this way. Okay, full break. Guess that's not close to where Wakka is currently. Might be in the middle where Kimahri started. Yes, it's in the middle where Kimahri started. Okay. There's also Jinx. Copycat. Triple file inflicts darkness, silence, and sleep. Okay, I think that's what we... No, that's not... No, that was not... We got hit with something that it was like silence and confusion or something like that by somebody. Okay. That is one we should get. Who is closest to that? Full life? I mean, if anything... Okay, because Lulu... Okay. Anything, Riku's probably actually the closest to it currently. Jinx lowers the target's luck. Okay. Copycat repeats the last party member's command. Oh, okay. Jinx not worth it. Copycat can be worth it. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Jinx, like, that doesn't sound like awful, but there's definitely stuff that sounds better than that. Full life sounds like a great idea. There's also the ability called Holy. And Quick Pockets? Holy is good for Yuna? Okay. I think that's the direction she's headed, because that looks like it's the end of her pathway, because Yuna's over here right now, so she would go out and around. Yeah, that's the end of Yuna's. Okay, so Yuna's headed that direction. Because am I remembering correctly that full life is like a full, you know, bring them back to life and have max health? Am I remembering that correctly? Because I think we talked about that one before. Holy is high level offensive magic, but does have a long cooldown. Okay. Yes, that's full life cool. So if anything, maybe we send Yuna towards the end of, obviously send the end to her pathway. And then we can have her go into Riku's and go around and get full life. Will I remember that that's what the tentative plan is? Maybe. But that doesn't sound like an awful idea. Riku still has 3 points right now that she could use. I don't know where I should send Riku. Should I just start sending, like, I could unlock it and just have her follow. She would be in Lulu's pathway? But that, I don't know. Yes, I might let you teleport. Yeah, we do have some of those. We have 3 return spheres. We have 1 friend sphere. We have 2 teleports. Riku has great speed, so sending her into Tidus wouldn't be a bad idea to make her a bit more buff. Okay. Or if she's still dying, then maybe Auron's to give her a bunch of attack and more HP. Okay. I feel like maybe I want to send her into Auron. She's not like dying a ton. If anyone's dying a ton, it was Lulu who was dying a ton. But she is definitely still squishy. Riku getting more health I don't think would be an awful idea. And she does have, like, besides Yuna, like, Riku, her attack is the lowest of the party. I'll think on it. We have options. We have options. And I think that's cool. I do like this sphere grid thing now that I, like, understand, like, how it works. It was very confusing at the beginning of the game, but, like, now that I understand of, like, the moving around the board and what, it definitely, I like the way it works. If you find some characters are squishy, whoever has the most HP nodes would be good. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I love the idea of getting Lulu and Yuna. Obviously, like, being the spellcasters don't have as much. Giving Tidus more speed or more strength. Okay, going to is good. Yeah, because I was figuring I would send Tidus to Auron's. Was my initial thought. Just paired with, I don't think Tidus is squishy, but I feel like having more health is not an awful idea. Like, confidently with where they are sitting right now with health, I feel like Auron maybe Waka, like Oron is clearly the one who can take a hit. He's the one member of the party that I am confident in him taking a hit and not dying. In theory, you could send Yuna through some physical, might make her staff wax a bit more painful. Okay. Yeah, because her staff wax are still like maybe 100. If that. They're definitely, if she smacks something, it's maybe like 50 points. It's not, this point of the game, it's not really helpful. Imagine giving Lulu a ton of strength increases. That could be fun. That could be fun and very chaotic. Chocobo destroys everything. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna double save because I can. Yes. Moogle destroys everything. Yes, right now it's Cactar destroys everything. Yes, Choco. She should. That would be fun. But in the grand scheme of things, this is where we're gonna need to wind down for tonight. Because it is a work night, we do have to adjust back to it is school year stuff, so I'm trying to be reasonable of not streaming too late on nights that I do plan, that I plan to stream and things. Her having a Toneberry would be so funny. Also, y'all behaved and I apparently forgot to close fishing. Still open. I didn't apparently remember to close that when I got back from break. So, fishing. We are gonna find someone to raid. The plan is that I will be back on Thursday, for some more Final Fantasy. Tomorrow, I do have marked down that we're gonna hang out in Discord. I think we're gonna watch, I didn't watch last week's episode of Alien Earth. And I have now this week's, because the new one came out today. So I think we'll watch a couple episodes of Alien Earth tomorrow. If anyone wants to hang out for that. Oh my god, I got Scandalabra. We're not failing gang got Scandalabra. That's great. Wonderful. Yes, I've met that I've interacted with them in Final Fantasy 14. There's a dungeon, I think, that has them in it. I think I maybe have an outfit that makes it so I can look like one. There's a stream day, so I was very surprised. Yes. So, I appreciate you all hanging with me. Well, just in general, but also hanging in with me as I figure out the school year schedule, because it is, I'm trying out a little different than I've had it in previous school years. Currently, I think Tuesdays, I think this is going to be an okay day to do it. So this is kind of like a test week, seeing how we feel with the streams during the week now that we're into week 2. I am trying Thursday out this week to see how it feels. I'm not sure on that one. We're going to see how it feels. It was Monday, so I knew there was a Tactical stream today. Failed successfully. Yes. So the thing that from previous years, Monday streams are my like most canceled days of streams in like the last year, in like the last school year. So I'm gonna try not streaming on Mondays. The other thing too is, once I figure out this, you know, what like our normal stream days, I figured we maybe have a day that is like a possibility day of bonus stream day kind of thing. But, oh, you got Mateo. That's it. But so far, I think it's safe to say that Tuesdays and Saturdays are going to be stream days for the school year. If you have not voted for Community Night, the poll is pinned. It is also in Discord. That Community Night is on Saturday. So if you want to vote for that, you definitely can. So yeah. So bet on Tuesdays, Saturdays, and then Thursdays is the one we're trying out this week to see how it feels, and then I'll kind of make a choice on that. I'm not 100% sure yet for Thursdays. Because Thursdays, I still don't have my full schedule yet because the TK kids don't start for another 2 weeks. So, like, I'm just trying to realistically figure out where my energy levels are at. But overall, the way the schedule is working currently, I definitely have a lot more energy than I'm not spending on work than I have in the past years. So, that is definitely helping. I still have the wild card of Mondays at a school that I've never taught at, in a space I've never taught at, with kids I don't know. That's the other thing of not planning for Mondays, is Mondays is the wild card day. Oh, they're going to a football game, so you have time alone. Nice. Yeah, the Saturdays, I figured if I was only going to do one weekend night consistently, I decided Saturdays would be good because that was also our community nights, to keep that also a consistent thing. I'm not opposed to streaming Fridays. But I want to see if I could do one either Wednesday or Thursday instead of Friday. Is the tentative idea. So, obviously, the days might change, but at this point, the 5:30-ish Pacific time start time is still going to be the plan. Like, that's not the thing that I'm varying. It's just figuring out which day. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and push this. If you wish to check out any of the socials, those are there. I have been trying to remember to post on Blue Sky, and I recently just posted a clip on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, so if you want to go check that out over there. Discord is the best place for updates and such. You can pick and choose your roles, so you can toggle what stuff you want to receive notifications for and things like that. But we will sweep some mines, and then we will find somebody to raid. Of course, if someone wants to spend channel points and pick who we're raiding, also a thing you can do if you wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, okay. Not too shabby. Not under 100, but not too shabby. I guess CT's weird yoga routine for the water park. Exactly! Does clicking on an already exposed number automatically click all the surrounding blocks? No, that's me middle mouse clicking. That's me middle mouse clicking. To get rid of them? Yeah, if all the flags are placed for something and if you middle mouse click it, will remove it. Yeah. Stazzy! Alright. Gosh. Jessica playing the Horse Girl game? Hey, she's doing vodka. It keeps ending up being that when she's swapping to different people, that it's like, okay, then I ended up just doing this one, or she's in, you know, whoever she's playing is interacting with the one that I've been playing through. Gosh. Jessica has been addicted to the Horse Girl game. I have been addicted to it as well. I am not streaming it. I mean, I will like Discord screen share it if you all are hanging out in Discord while I play it, but I'm playing it off stream because it's not voice acted and I don't want to read everything out loud for it. You fear the Horse Girl? It's so fun, Ranch. It's so fun. The thing about it is I'm loving reading the stories. It is mobile, it is also on PC, and you can go back and forth and play it on both. So, like, I have been playing it on my phone during lunch at work, but then at home I can play it on my PC. It's surprisingly engaging, right? Like, for as passive as the gameplay actually is, it's actually really engaging to read the stories. And as you're interacting with the different horse girls, how their stories interact with each other. So, like, doing Vodka's story and then going, oh, well, now I need to do Scarlet's story. So, like, it's fun. Yeah, there's also a strategy to it, too. Like, now I'm to the point that I'm just getting to the point that I'm actually starting to strategize, because I went through and I did as far as I could in every horse girl story, just base level with whoever I could do kind of thing. Some of them didn't make it very far. So I still have a lot of their story that I haven't seen, but I've been trying to make it as far as I can in each one. And now I'm going back, and currently I'm trying to see if I can make it farther on Vodka and see if I could get her to a B tier. We'll see. Yeah, the race announcers are phenomenal. Yeah. Like, honestly, it's, for what it is still surprising to me how much I love this game. I know you stream and I know I watched it, but I don't think I know what the gameplay actually is. Fair enough. So we're going to go raid Jessica. She is currently doing a career with Vodka. So, like, the main part of the gameplay is you are a trainer for one of the horse girls, whichever one you're currently playing with. And you take them through training. You put them in races. You know, you help them work on whatever their goal race is and their dreams kind of thing. Have you spent any money on it? I have not spent any money on it. Not to throw Goldie under the bus, but I have not spent any money on it, and I'm having so much fun. You can earn so many of the carrots just by playing the game. I have not spent any money on it. I don't plan to spend money on it. If they add something like Genshin does, that it's like, you know, a monthly, like, daily check-in thing. The thing I got today when I opened the game was 30 days. I've opened the game and played for 30 days now. I didn't say how much or anything. I just said that you have. Slightly throwing you under the bus. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. If you play the game and you like it, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to spend money on a game that you like. I am not against people spending money on games they like. This is one that the pity system is not as nice as, like, Genshin's. But I'm not planning to spend money on it anytime soon. If I ever spend money on it, there are 2 banners that are permanent banners that you can only pull from if you have paid carrots, not free carrots. So if anything, I would buy enough carrots to be able to do the, you know, the one pull you get of the, you know, there's 2 banners that it's like a guaranteed fancy thing from it if you buy carrots and use it on that. So if anything, I could see, like, buying carrots to do that at some point. But buying carrots to just do a pull because I really want a character is not necessarily something I see myself doing, because, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, as far as I can tell, the characters don't go away. It's just the ones that are featured on the banner, you have a higher chance of getting that 3-star. So everyone's always in there to get pulled. So it's gonna happen maybe eventually that I get more characters. So precisely, the chance is doubled. Yeah. For how much time I played, I want to give him the cash. Yeah, that's also fair too. Like I'm not opposed to at some point doing that. Currently, I'm trying to be reasonable with spending because we just were in Disneyland last month. And I spent a lot of money in Disney. So I'm trying to be reasonable. I don't have any plans to spend money on it right this second. If I'm going to spend money in a game on things, I'm gonna like get the gold pass to Disney Speedstorm because I want Alice. And that is you get the thing if you play the game versus, you know, the chance of getting a thing. I'm not opposed to the gacha thing, but I'm not just gonna chance the thing to chance the thing. I'm not quite that brave at the moment. Need to work to get vodka more since I got her to... Yeah, that's why I'm replaying as vodka, because I got her to 3-star, so I have her with her unique costume now. So I'm trying to get her... I did a run with her earlier today during lunch, and I did worse than I did the first time. Like, come on! I got her to C+ on my first run with her before she was even 3 stars. But, okay, let's go nerd out about Horse Girl things over in Jessica's. Because we can. She is currently playing the game right now. If you would copy and paste one of those raid messages, I would super appreciate it. It doesn't have to have my emotes. Whatever emotes make you happy. We're just gonna go brighten Jessica's chat. This gotcha is actually spelled gotcha, because that's what it says. Oh, it takes your money. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's a thing. I'm not opposed to spending money on it, but I'm not spending money on it right now. I could see getting some for those like permanent paid banners and do the whatever you get the 110 pull on it or something like that. But any more than that is not at least in the horizon at the moment. Anywho, stuff and things and whatnot. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate it. I'm gonna swap over here so we can stare at the cute penguin on our way out. Thank you all for chilling. I'll see you all real soon. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.